Welcome to City Talk. I'm Anita Higgins, bid technician for procurement and contracts.
And I'm Charlie Seastrunk, Senior Program Manager from the Program Management Office.
We're here today to talk about the City of Columbia's new e-procurement system, eBidcolumbiasc.
This is a complete process improvement. What it does is it saves time, resources, because it allows the city's employees, the buyer for the procurement division, to spend much greater time on more projects and more procurements than they did before, because this uses templates that they can store and use over and over again.
All vendors, they can't use the old BidOnline system information. They have to re-register all their information. So once they click on supply registration, it's going to take them to a screen that's going to ask for their name, company name, and phone number. They'll click next, and they'll take them to another screen that's going to ask for all information. They'll create a new username. They'll put the address in there. They will need a federal tax ID number or a social security number. They'll put the email address in there, additional phone numbers. They'll click next, save and next, and then they'll be generated an email that says, once this email is sent to the administrator, you'll get another email, and then they can complete the registration.
And it only takes about 5 to 10 minutes to do this, so it's a lot more user-friendly.
One of the big attributes that I think is that they can download and upload attachments, so you're not having to scan all the information in and out. This system allows you to add additional users. So one company, one federal tax ID number, but you have several users who can use the system. So those users will also get solicitation notifications. They receive automatic email notifications. So when their solicitation goes out within their commodity code, the system automatically emails them the solicitation. And then once you bid on that or submit your response to that solicitation, any addendums that are processed, the system will automatically email them. This system allows, give a timestamp confirmation when their bid response was received. They will get an email and a date stamp actually once they submit it. If they don't get the confirmation right then, or they don't get an email, then the bid was not received. This new system, we got in there, we got training, and it was just so much easier. I've used it from the buyer side, I've used it from the supplier side, just playing around with it, and it was just so much easier. And like I said again, the timestamp letting you know exactly what time you submitted your response and then getting the confirmation through email, it's a great piece.
And it uses, drop-down, it uses modern technology with drop-down boxes, point and click, much easier than having to type in and upload things. Everything's right there. So you get a lot of choices, and you just click, point and click. So that's modern,
And the red flag errors. If you click to go to the next screen, you get all this red writing and the little yellow flags saying, okay, you missed this piece. You didn't do this.
One thing that they'll be able to do is, instead of having to actually log in, if you're just a citizen or you're a vendor that just wants to look at the bid, you don't have to actually log in. You can actually see and view the bid without having to actually log completely into the system, so you can determine whether you really want to reply or not.
And you can view the solicitation in its entirety.
Right.
So if a City of Columbia employee just wants to see what's out there, they can actually just click on current bids, and they will get all the information. You don't have to be registered or log in. Another good thing about this system is that the company itself, vendor, once they have bid on solicitations, the system keeps track of all that. So they can go in there and see, how many bids have they been awarded, how many have they lost. It tracks all the information, and they just log in, and it gives them the history of what how many times their users have logged in. Tracks all of that.
There is a provision in there when they register. They can register as a minority business enterprise, and there are several different classifications that they can do that with. It allows the city to track that, whether they win bids or not, you can track and see how many minority business enterprises actually responded to a bid, which will give us a better idea of what we need to do to try to attract more minority business enterprises.
And again, with this system, as far as, the DBEs, the system, if there's a solicitation that's requiring you to be one of those, the system flags that. So when the solicitation goes out, and if you don't have that part of your profile, the system sends you errors and flags to say, okay, you didn't do this part, or you didn't submit this. Before you can even submit the bid itself, your response, the system will flag and let you know that you're missing the documents that's required.
Thank you for joining us on City Talk. We appreciate your time. And
Again, we encourage all vendors to register at columbiasc.ironwave.net.